is up, beautiful? Welcome to my channel. My name is Cynthia. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing the new and very anticipated Colourpop Lizzie McGuire Collection. And yes, I said collection. We got the blush, we got the glosses, we got the eyeshadow palette, and we're gonna talk about every single one and we're gonna try it on. I'm gonna show you guys how I created this freaking amazing look today. I do want to pat myself in the back for this one. It took me a while, I do gotta say. But before we get started in this video, do not forget to subscribe down below. I like to post new and exciting weekly makeup videos, and let's get to it. Alright, so to start off, I want to begin by talking about the palette. So this palette contains an assortment of colors that are inspired by the famous Lizzie McGuire show, and the packaging says it all. If this doesn't give you nostalgia, I don't know what will, because this right here was my childhood. This is what the box looks like. I mean, the cuteness level on this is like 150%. There are 12 colors in this palette. This palette is called What Dreams Are Made Of, and this is what the palette looks like. So right here we have an awesome assortment of bright colors. We got a lime green, we got the pinks, we got a few neutral shades up here. They definitely had to include a shimmer, which I am here for. They also have kind of like a more glittery color in there, and then they have these kind of like holographic looking shades. And I don't know, I just think just by looking at the palette, my first impression is that this is a very fun, interesting, unique, one-of-a-kind palette. You're not gonna find any other girl that looks like this. She's exclusive. That is actually true. I think this is a limited edition collection, so you better grab it while you can. Let me swatch a few of these shades right here. I totally want to swatch the green, okay? I mean, come on, look at my shirt here. Oh, she's bright. So that was the shade Don't Freak. Let's do Dear Diary, which is the green shimmer that's in the palette. Also pigmented, no surprise there. I want to swatch the purple. Pigmented. And I've said this many times before, purple is a very difficult color to get right in an eyeshadow. I'm talking pigment, not patchy, creamy, all of that stuff. Let's do the glitter. Let's throw in that glue. I picked up so much. I don't know if you can see it, but she's there. Goodness. Okay, so there's nothing on the back of my hand. And let's see how our swatches. Okay, so the purple is showing up really well, which I totally love. I mean, the glitter is popping. She is popping. But yeah, just by the feel of it, if I just do like a swatch, these shadows are like super pigmented. Shimmer right there, boom. Like, it's really something else. You can tell Colourpop putting a lot of thought and effort and time into this eyeshadow palette. It looks and feels like a masterpiece thus far, so I'm super duper excited to finally be able to get a chance to try this on. Also, I mean, look at this. This right here is their blush. I mean, check out this packaging. I have to give the packaging a 10 out of 10, okay? This is bomb packaging. This is the blush. They have two shades. They have a light color and a medium color, and I got the medium shade. This is called You Are Magnifique. This is what our color looks like. It looks really vibrant, very hot, bright pink. It does have quite a bit of glitter in it, but I mean, come on. This collection screams girly. So this is what our blush looks like. There's nothing on my arm, but as you can see, it's beautiful. It looks like it's like it's glowing. Let me add another layer. Yeah, on the packaging itself, it looks like super duper bright, but I feel like once you swatch it, it just turns into a beautiful wearable pink blush. For the glosses, I got all 4 of them. We have Lizzie, Gordo, Ethan Craft, and Miranda, and they come in these like super cute old school packaging. And I say old school because it reminds me of like the Smuckers glosses that I used to have when I was a little girl, and my mom didn't let me wear anything except for lip glosses, and I was in elementary school and I had my little lip gloss and I would put it on during my recess, and I thought it was so cool. The one that I have on my lips right now is this shade. Is called Ethan Craft. It's like the reddish one, and if we swatch it, it's like pretty thick, but at the same time it does not feel like sticky. Glosses that look like this and swatch like this, like you imagine that they're gonna be like sticky, but when you put it on and when you feel it, it's like actually pretty nice and lightweight. Here we have Miranda. My swatches are crap, I'm sorry. Let's throw in a little bit of Gordo. And last but not least, we have the clear gloss. So these are my horrible swatches. I know, I'm sorry. The color tints are like very subtle. I feel like they all have quite a bit of gloss in them, especially the clear lip gloss. But I mean, come on. This collection is taking us way back, and I appreciate that. I will be having swatches of all of these products. Every single color is going to be at the very end of the video, so make sure you stick around for that. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into our makeup application. Let's go. To start off my look, I'm going to be applying Don't Freak using a Sigma E45 brush. Next, I'm going to be picking up this shade called Ugh using a Sigma E38 brush. Next, I'm going to be picking up the shade So Mature using a flat synthetic brush. Oh, this is pretty. I feel like this, look at that. I feel like this coral shade is a little bit more pigmented than the pink I just applied. I'm loving how neon and vivid and fun these eyeshadows are. Truly a unique palette so far. I'm gonna go back to my E38, pick up the shade Ugh, and I'm just gonna blend the very edge of that, bring back some of that pink. Look at that. Yes. And then now I'm just gonna do my best to blend it into the pink right here. So now it's going to be my favorite part. I'm going to be applying this stunning lime green color. It is called Dear Diary. And I'm just going to use a flat, fluffy synthetic brush. And she's going. This color is stunning. Check her out. Look at her go. Oh my goodness. This color makes the whole eye look. It just makes it. I'm gonna go back to my flat synthetic brush. I feel like I want to bring it back. This is a Sigma E27 brush. It's fairly nice and slim. This is what I'm gonna use to blend these two colors together. Next up, to create my eyeliner, I'm going to be using the shade Outfit Repeater. I'm gonna be using my tiny Luxie smudging brush. Using the same brush, I'm going to be picking up Digital Beam, the Ultraviolet Beautiful Stunning Purple. And that's going to go even lower on my lash. I'm sorry, I know it looks crazy. Please ignore that. I will clean it up. But this is going to go right at the base of my eyelid right here. I'm also going to bring it outwards onto my wing. I love it even more when these two colors are layered together. Love it. Okay, so now we're going to clean her up. I'm going to be using my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. Next up, I'm going to be picking up Outfit Repeater using a small smudging brush. Next up, I'm going to be taking a very tiny detail brush and I'm going to be dipping into the shade So Mature. And this is going to be my transition color between the green and the pink. Using that same detail brush, I'm going to be picking up the shade Dear Diary. It's going to go right here in the inner corner. I'm going to go back to So Mature and just blend out the edges right here. And using the smudging brush, I'm going to be picking up the shade Digital Beam. To conceal my under eye, I'm going to be using the Giorgio Armani Power Fabric Concealer. I am the shade 4. Just like that. And I'm going to very quickly set that using my Hourglass Veil Setting Powder. And lastly, to highlight my inner corner and arch, I'm going to be picking up the shade Bye Bye using a very pointy Luxie brush. For mascara, I'm going to be using my Pat McGrath Fetish Eye Mascara. And lastly, for lashes, I'm going to be using the Ardell D Curls. Alright guys, so check it out. This is my final result using the new Colourpop Lizzie McGuire This Is What Dreams Are Made Of palette. I am so happy with how pigmented these neon bright eyeshadows went on. I did need to layer on quite a bit of some of these matte shadows, like Don't Freak, the bright neon green. I did have to layer on quite a bit. What was cool was that I got a really nice final pigmented bright result. I can see every single color in my eye look. They truly stand out, and I felt like they were super blendable, they were pigmented, and super easy to work with. Especially right here in the middle where the colors meet, I feel like it was so easy to blend these colors together, and I give this freaking palette a 10. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Love. Next up, I will be reviewing the blush as well as the lip glosses, but before that, I do need to finish my base on this side, and to do that, I'm going to be using the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. I am the shade Warm Beige. To contour, I'm going to be using the Sephora Collection Contour Blush in the shade First Touch. So next up, it's our blush, and I'm really excited for this one. They have two colors. They have a light shade, and this is gonna be the darker color, the darker blush of the two. This is the shade You Are Magnificent. And I gotta say, I mean, look at this packaging. It's super cute. It brings back so many memories. Like, this packaging is my childhood, and this is what the blush looks like. It's really pretty. So I'm just gonna be using a Morphe Y9. She's pigmented, okay? She did not come here to play. And we're just gonna pack her on. Oh my goodness. Yes, check her out. Oh my gosh, this is a look, honey. It is a look. Stunning. So I do have to say, she is bright, and it's making my already bright eyes just kind of stand out even more. There's a lot going on, but maybe I can tone it down in just a moment. But I mean, just look at her. Yes, she did not come here to play. I love it. This is so pretty. I can totally see myself wearing this during the summertime. I feel like it's almost a little bit glowy, and my Lizzie McGuire blush went on perfectly on top of my very matte Sephora contour. Even though it looks really really bright on the packaging, it wears beautifully, and it's totally very wearable shade. I love it. To make it look a little bit more together, I'm going to be using my Wet n Wild highlight. This is the shade Catwalk Pink. So I'm going to use, I think, like this. To set my complexion, I'm going to be using the Maven Beauty Rose Water Setting Spray. So the first gloss I'm going to be applying is going to be Lizzie. It is the clear gloss. It does have quite a bit of glitter in there. We're talking chunky glitter, so let's give her a try. It smells and tastes a little bit kind of like vanilla. It's a little minty. No, I'm sorry, not vanilla. It tastes more like a sweet bubblegummy taste, which I find to be very pleasant, but I feel like it's sitting on the lips really nicely. It's not feeling sticky whatsoever, which is always, you know, a concern when it comes to glosses, especially thick glosses like this. These are like the old school glosses. If you know, you know. But yeah, check it out. I adore this gloss. It smells so good. Next up, I'm going to be applying Miranda, and I definitely think this pink is going to be my favorite one out of all of these glosses. I feel like also the red is going to be a really big color for me this summer. But let's try her out, shall we? So what do you think? This is what Miranda looks like on the lips. On the packaging, it's like pink. It's like a hot pink, but on the lips, I feel like it's giving like a really nice natural pink tint. And just like Lizzie, Miranda is also a very nice, smooth, non-sticky gloss. It's feeling bomb on my lips. Yes, honey. Okay. Next up, it's gonna be Ethan Craft. I really think this one's my favorite. This is gonna be my favorite color. I feel like Ethan Craft, it does not actually have nearly as much glitter as the last two glosses that we tried, but I feel like this color in particular complements my natural lip tone the best. It like really accentuates it, and it just feels great, and it looks great, and I love it. And last but not least, we have the shade Gordo. This is the purple one. I was concerned that it was gonna be a little bit too dark of a lip gloss or a little bit too purple for my lip tone, but we'll see. Whoa. So Gordo also feels like the other glosses that I just tried, which is good. I'm really enjoying that. This one doesn't feel as like minty and bubblegummy as the other ones, but I mean, I really like the color. It's not like too much, so it's not making my lips look too mauvey or too purple. I feel like it's just right. I think it's perfect, and it still complements the eyeshadow colors, and everything just like falls in place together, and I am living for this collection. Is the bomb. And that does it for this video, my friends. Thank you so very much for watching. If you enjoyed watching this video and found some value from it, please don't forget to drop me a like. Also consider subscribing. I like to post new and exciting weekly makeup videos. And like always, I want to thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing your beautiful face on the next one. Bye guys.